Hey, guys, and welcome to another Tipsy Thursdays. I am Juanita Coley, the Contact Center Whisperer, the CEO and founder of Solid Rock Consulting. And this week we're talking about what is ASA and can it ever be too good? This week, our guest expert is none other than the amazing Derek. Derek Staten, thank you so much for being on as our guest expert this week. Tell us a little bit more about yourself and when did you first fall in love with workforce management?
No, thank you, and thank you for joining, including me on this. Definitely appreciate this opportunity. Great to see you. Um, a little bit about myself. I've workforce professional, been in workforce for well over 20 years, various industries, between cable, banking industry, healthcare industry, and I fell in love with workforce pretty much right from the start. It's a somewhat comical story. I started as a phone rep and was just taking inbound calls for 8 months. Couldn't stand it and said I need to get away from these phones as much as possible. Looked over, there was like, hey, we got a spot open here at workforce management. I tell folks all the time, if you would ask me 20 something years ago, I'd have a 20 plus year career in workforce management. My first question would have been like, what the heck is workforce management?
Right.
Do something like that. But here I am. I think it's been a definitely a great, rewarding career, and I'm definitely thankful for opportunities like this to really talk about in depth in workforce management. So again, thanks for that.
Awesome,
Um,
awesome. Thank you so much for being with us. No, so let's hop right in, right? The people are here because they have Googled or something like that. What is ASA? Tell us in your own words, what is ASA?
ASA to me is such a limiting limiting metric, but of course it's the average speed of answer that it's taking your first contact personnel to handle whatever contact, be it a phone call, a chat, or anything like that. And it's the in my eyes it's just the measurement of how fast we're able to get to those clients. You know, businesses say all the time, the customer experience, and no one, and this is being from myself on the other side of the phone, no one wants to sit and wait to talk to somebody at all. So those ASAs are critical. Um, in terms of can they be too good? Yeah. So there's those 1 second ASAs, and some companies even really push those boundaries to say, hey, let's get this thing under 10 seconds, under 5 seconds, and now you're blowing out the your resources to meet that demand. So understanding that there's a certain percentage of clients that you're going to get to within 30 seconds, 60 seconds, whatever the criteria is. But definitely, ASA is that gateway metric. I like to view it as.
Okay, all right. Hey there, are you having a hard time gaining traction around your customer experience strategy? Or maybe your employee experience is just falling super flat. Maybe you're also having a challenge around really leveraging your workforce management team or the discipline to see the efficiencies that you know you really should be seeing. Well, I have a 5-day challenge and I want to tell you all about it. So click the link below and I'll see you on the inside. Bye. All right, so next question I have for you. Give us a myth or a common myth that you've heard around ASA or measuring ASA.
Oh, so many to choose from, but I guess the one popular one is, you know, can we be better with the staff that we have? And clearly, everybody loves to invoke good old Erlang C, and and talk about staffing. And your first answer is, hey, with the staff that you got, your service level, your ASA, and your other metrics are going to be what they're going to be. Within a couple of seconds here and there. But I think, well, like the biggest myth that I've heard was, it's such a scalable metric to where folks can shave it in half at the drop of a hat, and that's pretty much not happening unless you got massive amounts of resources to dump in there.
Mm-mm. What is one of the tips that you can give us, tips or strategies that you've seen around managing or measuring or just working with ASA in general?
Some of the big things that I definitely work with, one of the key ones is adherence. We build the plan, and we build our forecast, we build our staffing plan, and really lean on that adherence to fit the best plan. If if your frontline associates are, they're not following their schedule, they're, taking unplanned breaks and they're really throwing it, that's just going to throw your plan into chaos. So adherence is one of the heavier metrics that we lean on, in order to make sure that at least we're in that quote unquote neighborhood of meeting service level and meeting ASA goals. Because once those adherence goes out the window, then the chances of making the plan, go out with it. So definitely leaning adherence.
Yeah, if people aren't there to answer the call, then likely the average speed of the answer is not going to be within the desired range, right? Yeah, thank you so much, Derek, for that tip. Tell us tell the audience where can they find you if they're looking for you?
They can find me on LinkedIn, and they can find me working diligently at my company. Um, trying to meet those ASA goals. But I'm really not large on, social media platforms. That's why, again, I think this is an excellent opportunity because, in the back of my head, I'm thinking, okay, what would be a workforce management platform to speak about workforce management? So, definitely can find me on LinkedIn, and just the workforce management community, I'm sure, as you know, is a very tight knit community. It's it's definitely a good example of the 6 degrees of separation, to where we've worked with somebody that you've worked with. So our circles definitely overlap.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for being my guest this week on Tipsy Thursday.
Thanks again. Thank you so much for this.
You're welcome. Well, there you have it, guys. This is your Tipsy Thursdays for the tip for this Tipsy Thursday. ASA. What is ASA? Average speed of answer. And can it ever be too good? My answer to can it ever be too good is it depends on the business goals, right? Depends on the customer's need. What is the customer's tolerance? So I love Derek's answer around one, making sure that you're understanding what's happening in the business. And then two, one of the tips is making sure that we're looking at adherence and agent availability to make sure that if they're not available, then clearly we're not hitting that goal. Okay. So I thank you so much for tuning in to this week's Tipsy Thursday. If you have a question or something that you want to talk about on Tipsy Thursdays, don't hesitate to hit me in the DM. I'm here. All right. See y'all next time. Until next time, go be great and let's make impact. See y'all soon. Bye.